and I'm gonna try a place I've never been before. This is a playground just up the road from where I normally detect, and finally found one that still has mulch and also has an open fence or an open gate. All right. Well, let me get my tool belt on, and we'll start here shortly. All right. This is the tool belt I'll be using. It's got that Garrett Pro pointer right here in the middle. Right there, a little tool belt, and I've also got some pads here, knee pads, because I'm wearing shorts right now, so it's going to be a little rough detecting in this deal with shorts on. My knees will definitely get beat up by that mulch. Top of that, I normally use this. All right, so promising spot, fairly new school, at least I think it's at least maybe. But yeah, real prime spot, and we're here early morning before anyone's out. Plus, there's a potential for rain. So let me get it set up here real quick. I'm gonna be using the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus. Got the SP24 coil. It's gonna be the elliptical coil that I like using when I'm targeting places up near, that have a sidewalk as well as perimeter area. Just putting on the old tool belt on. And then let me go put on my knee pads. Gonna have to have that because holy cow, it's gonna be rough. All right, so just put it on there, and I got my melee tanking fishing shoes on here. My other pair of Sperry's that get beat up, so bear with me. All right, got the Garrett Pro pointer and the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus. We'll go ahead and turn this one on. Let me extend the dealie out right here. I'll just drop it to the floor, put my foot here, and kind of lift up so it's comfortable. And when I feel that it's comfortable, I'll lock it in place just like so, and we'll be ready to rock. I'll turn it on. And yeah, it's gonna be a new spot for yours truly. So we'll be here together trying to look for maybe some coins or two before it rains. We got some mist in the air. Okay, I've got 3 bars, got about maybe 4 hours of battery time so far on this. And I'm going to cycle through here 90. I'm going to leave it at the 90 for ground mineralization. I'm going to shift to F1 because that tends to be the lower frequency, or the frequency that best doesn't interfere with the Garrett Pro pointer doesn't seem to interfere as much against the detector. And I don't know how long I'm going to be out here. Maybe just a few minutes because there's some potential rain and whatnot here. But let's give it a try. Howdy. I see folks joining. How's it going? Let's see. All right, cool. Thanks for joining. I'll start out like I normally do by these little swings. Oh, look at that. We got a little round dealie over here. That might be a coin or two. So let me go ahead and adjust this. Let's give it a try. Here goes. Okay. Let me extend this a little bit more. Okay. This up. So appreciate you guys joining today. 19. That's potential can slaw, but won't hurt to take a look at it. Let me move the machine over here. Since it's mulch, I can dig fairly quickly. I'm not finding it yet. Let's go check it. I think I moved it. Yeah. Okay, it's right about here. Sounded like it. Usually it's that little foily stuff. You got to be right up next to it to find it. So it looks like it might be right here. Yep, there it is. All right. First find of the day is some of that can slaw. All right, it's okay though. Sometimes you just got to dig everything. Okay, here's another 22. Sounds like about here. Let's go check that one out. It's one of these cases where do you dig everything or do you kind of hold off for some of the big targets? So I've had it before where I'm getting a low target ID like can slaw like this right here, but I've also picked up earrings with that. So pretty interesting. All right. Okay, well, 2 pieces of aluminum. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to do these swings first, then I'll come back to the tire area and see what happens. All right, oh, here we go. 28. Sounds close. Let's check it out. Okay, can feel just a slight mistiness. The detector's okay in the rain or and whatnot. It's actually good for like 30-something feet underwater, but my phone isn't. All right, so I'll play that by ear. Okay, yeah, it's a slight miss, not too bad yet. Let's see if we can at least find something before I have to call it because of the weather, and it's too nice of a place to give up too quickly too, though. Especially since I haven't been able to find some of these playground areas that have this nice mulch to search. Okay, let's go back out a little bit. Gonna do it fast since I'm kind of strapped for time. Oh, hear that? That's a 4. That's usually some kind of iron, metal, some wire, maybe a coat hanger, paper clip, a nail. I think I see it. Look at that. Little rusty nail. Oh, it's a bobby pin. All right, cool. Bobby pin. All right. Okay, so like I was saying, you just kind of learn your machine, and this one has a nice feature that allows you to put those low iron sounds, low tones, so that it's not screaming at you that you got a target. Instead, it's just giving you the hint that you got a potential trash target. It's up to you to dig it up. And I've been digging them up mainly just to confirm that it is doing it correctly, as well as I did find a necklace that came in at a low tone. It must have been made out of some kind of metal that was the same material as what was same as used as a nail and whatnot. Okay. All right, well, so far it's been trash. Let's go to this round thing now. I'll start out underneath it, the tire. Let's try underneath this tire. Okay, I'm getting some more of that low tone stuff right here. Okay, we'll just start doing a circle around it. Here we go. 18, 19. We'll check it out. 18, 19. So more can slot anticipated here. This one's a little bit deeper right there. Okay, we're off to the left here. All right, down in there. Okay, let's go pop it up. Had pretty good luck in this stuff. There it is. And then I've had a lot of that right there. So it's really the name of this channel, not channel, but the stream. I call it Belly Detecting Live Stream IRL in real life, because give folks an idea as to what it's like to go metal detecting. And oftentimes it's really a bunch of trashy stuff. But right now, that was a sound of a penny. Right there. Nice, high, sharp tone. Okay. It sounds like it's just here. So let's see if I can show you. And I definitely like using this pinpointer. There it is. All right. What can we find before it rains? So far, trash, but we did get a penny. All right. That counts. Coinage. All right. Let's go work the circle. And I'm over here by this little swingy circle thing. Okay. Oh, look at that. Some foily stuff. Definitely picks that stuff up. All right, let's go back around here. All right, there's another set of swings that I want to try. Here's another one of those, and then we'll start working the structure area. That's the structure area that we'll be going to. Okay, and I'm gonna work it quick because don't know when it's gonna rain, but I'm getting some mistiness right now. You can see right here, it's wet. All right, but I don't think it's real rain yet, so I can get by, and the machine's getting a little wet. It's okay. All right, let's go to these swings here. So this one's missing a swing. All right, okay, there's some more of that foily stuff. Here we go. This is more of that iron sound right there. Let's check that out. Right there, piece of wire. Okay, some kind of flat wire. All right, okay. And then one thing I do as a rule of thumb is I don't go past the underlayment. Okay, 30s could be a pull tab or it could be a nickel, and it's going to be more of that can slaw, like a pull tab. All right, well, let's get going. Okay, that's the structure. Rule of thumb, working a structure, go straight into it. Okay, don't go side to side, or it's going to throw you off, make you sound like a good target there. Okay, and here we go. 17. Oh, man. More of that can slaw, foily stuff. Okay, all right. Coming back around. Let's see. Looks like we got some folks coming to school today. Today's a Saturday. Oh, man. Maybe there's a weekend school function happening. 20s. I'm going to skip that one for now. Since we got there's some guys on the bikes out there. Look at that. All right. Oh, what was that? 37. Howdy, coil to soil. Oh, that's a cool name. 37, coil to soil. Oh, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I like it. Mine's Zeke's metal detecting finds, and that's my my pen name. My name's actually Glenn, and you can see in the logo, I go AKA Glenn, also called Glenn. Okay, 38. All right, 38. What is this? Come on. Cool. Just started up. Yeah, I've been metal detecting for a while, but I haven't been using this machine for very long. I would say about maybe 3 years. Okay, 37, 35, somewhere right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it. Most likely somewhere that can slaw, but those always can be a potential nickel. And oh, by the way, it can also be a ring. Oh, there it is. I see it right here. What is this thing? Oh, yes, and it can also be a pull tab. Yeah, that's it. True metal detecting in real life. Pull tabs and foil and trash and the occasional treasure. And so far, there's some more of that trash. And so far, today's treasure has been a penny. All right. Okay, just started the channel 2 months. All right, cool. I had this channel for a while, but it's been a while. And then about, I'd say, started up again doing the live streaming piece about end of last year, December, just the last few weeks of the year into 2026. And definitely tell you, it's a lot more fun when you do this live because you get to share in the experience of the hobby. I call it more of a hobby. This isn't a full-time thing. There's a lot of folks that have a lot more technical gear, gear. This is just a Nocta Macro Simplex Plus. Paid $259 for it, and then I went ahead and added another, a different coil, the SP24 little narrow coil, supposed to be able to allow you to search closer and work pole areas and sidewalks, and additionally is good for trashy areas. And I came into one that was really filled with trash and went ahead and switched over to this coil. I still have the big double D elliptical coil, and I think it's an elliptical coil that came with it, and I'm holding on to that in case I need to do some large areas to detect. 50 subs, so I can do this. Cool, 50 subs. All right, good start. All right, I'll have to check it out. Here we go. 30. What does 30 to do? Potential can slaw. Let's do it. Okay, after a while too, when you start learning your machine, you can kind of start calling out what you might see. Okay, this one's still down there. And this one is some of that metally can slaw stuff here. Big hunk of foily stuff. All right, Mind Lab. Wow, nice. Okay, all right, let me finish the drop zone area, okay? Right here where the kids like to jump off the playground dealie. And then we'll go into those things, and hopefully you can see in the background all that dark clouds and whatnot. We got some heavy weather potential here for the weekend, and today it was like a 20% chance. So over here in where I'm at in Texas, 20% means just go for it. It may or may not happen. It's likely not going to happen. I think when you start getting above 20s, then you can anticipate it more. And there's a crackly 9, 20. Let's check it out. It wasn't a solid tone, but you definitely want to check these out because, like I said, I found the earring at 19, and some of the gold targets will come in at the lower tones as well, like 15, 17. I know with my wedding band here, it'll come in at 47, 46, 47 consistently. All right, I'm kicking it out here. All right. Let's see if I can find this thing. Cool thing about mulch is you can just dig at it like crazy. Search for a target. Okay, let me see if I may have kicked it out. Okay, I moved it. Yeah. And other thing about these targets, when you start getting, I call it the lost signal. One moment you're getting a good tone, next moment you're losing it. You can't find it. What happens a lot of times is whatever you're searching for is getting reoriented, a different direction, or at least how it's showing in relation to the coil. So like this could have been spot on flat, and it's getting a nice, coil going over it in return, but then you moved it around and it kind of gets on its side here, and you start swinging your coil. Next thing you know, you've lost the signal. All right, so beware of that. Sometimes it helps just coming in a different direction after you've lost it, and you can refine it. And then of course you can just go into all metal mode and go for it from there. All right, let's go try this, actually, let's go with the smaller dealie here. There's a lot of playground here. Let me show you guys. There's this one. There's that thing over there. There's that one. There's actually another playground here, but it's closed. It's got a gate and it's locked. But at least this one's open. Apparently, oh, thanks, Amaru, for the gift. Appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, look at this. Big old foily deal. Let me grab that and get that out of there. Put it in my trash dealie. All right, let's go work the area. Wow. Ooh, okay. Excellent. Thank you. Appreciate it. Like I said, I love doing these live streams. Get to share the experience. And I'll tell you what, because smell detecting in real life, you'll find that I find a lot more trash than treasure. But I have found some stuff so far. A pendant, rings, 2026. Best find for 2026 has been a gold pendant with diamonds and an amethyst stone in it. That one I posted in the community post, so you can see some of the pictures of it. Here's some canned slaw right there on top. All right, let's grab that baby. Go ahead and pick that up because, well, come back, you definitely don't want to find it again. All right, so I'll do an initial perimeter search, 20s. Let's see what 20s will do for you. Okay, right there. And slaw again. All right, and this one's going to be kind of weird because it's got little openings in there. So somehow I got to get the detector in there. Okay, let's try that. I'm just going to take the detector and sweep it in here. Okay, that's the metal structure. Okay, and I'm just listening for a double tone. Okay, and I'll slow the coil search down definitely when I'm working these areas. Okay, nope. All right, let's go back to this last one here and see. Okay, all right, let's go over here and try that. Cold as so. Appreciate the super chat. Cool, thank you. All right, let's try right here and see what happens. Okay, well, here we go. There's something. Someone left their, let's see, there's 1, 2, holy cow, the kids are leaving all their warm-ups, their sweaters and stuff. Whale, here's a 32, support the sport. I like that, another good one. All right, here we go. Right here, let's see what it does. Came in at the 30s. Oh yes, classic playground material right here. The pencil eraser tippy thing. These come in just like a nickel, 30s. So yeah, you'll find those too. All right, it's in the 20s, so it's probably going to be some trash, but I do like the sound of that tone. It's a strong tone compared to some of that crackly stuff we were hearing earlier in the 20s. So there it is. Well, it may have a strong tone, but it's still that can slaw stuff. Let's do it. Come on. Let's try it. Let's see. There's got to be something more than a penny here. Ever since folks have been using less cash and whatnot, and I've been finding less pennies, or not pennies, but coins in general. But I still find coins here and there. But I guess the excitement now is more on the potential jewelry that you find. But I did find a coin spill at one place. Ended up getting like 20 pennies and some dimes. 33, 30s. Potential pull tab. Okay. And it's some can slaw. And yes, I do use this pinpointer a lot, because once you locate your find with your machine, having that pinpointer allows you to search. What was out here? It allows you to search quickly to locate it, pinpoint it. All right, there it is, right there. All right, we're really rocking today. So we got a lot of the can slaw, some iron wire thing, a little bobby pin, mainly trash so far, and then 1 penny. All right, okay, so I'm gonna do the initial perimeter search around this one. Okay, I'm gonna step out just a little bit to the right. Let's do another second perimeter search. Let's go right over this daily here. All right, and then after that, I'm gonna go to the next structure, and we got several structures to try here, and it looks like the misty rain field is stopped. I'm not seeing as much of the little sprinkly stuff landing on the detector or on my phone, so that's a good news. Maybe I might even slow the coil search down a little. What was that? 18, 19? All right, let's check it out. All right there, right there, right there. Just a few inches below the surface. Yep. You want to get started metal detecting? Going to meet a lot of these guys right here. All right. But what keeps you going? Well, I like doing this also. I use the excuse of got to do a bunch of my deep knee bends. Oh. 48. That's the same tone as my 10 karat wedding band. Oh man, okay, my heart's beating pretty good right now. But I have been disappointed also. Let's see, 47, 48. I haven't had those in a while. Like I said, it's heartbreaking sometimes. Okay, look at that. Let me go ahead and show you what I mean. So I got my 10 karat gold band here. Put it on the ground. And it should register 47, 48. 47, right there, 47, 48. So that's what I mean when I get that tone, heart beats a little bit faster. And now it's a little let down. But hey, we got more playground material to look. Let's go over here now. Oh man. Woo. Had my heart racing there. All right, so bottom line, I get a few deep knee bends in. Oh, what is that? I can even see that one on top. Oh, that's a bolt. It's like a bolt piece right here. Nut. You just never know, correct? You just never know. All right. Okay. The other thing about these Nocta, at least the Simplex Plus, is you get a quarter. It's been consistent. If I get something in the low 90s, 90, 91, it's usually a quarter. If it jumps up from the 90, let's say 95 up, then it's a large piece of metal. A lot of times like a bottle cap or something, or some large piece of metal. But you get a 90, 91, I would say that it is usually a quarter. Hopefully I can maybe demo that to you today if I find a quarter. And I do like calling it out, what I think it might be, just as practice. But before I took this machine out, I went and did a little test, just grabbed some coins, some silver, metal, jewelry and stuff, just to get an understanding what the machine would do. Here's some in the 20s. Let's move this over. These 20s. Okay, right here. I got a tone briefly and then I lost it. All right, I think it's a little deeper. Let me kick it out some. Okay. All right. Yeah, I definitely like this mulch stuff. If I'm working, let's say grass, I'll use this brass pinpointer deal that won't scratch the coin, and I'll dig at it or poke at it before I actually start digging. But with the mulch here, you just go for it. Just dig. Stuff's too easy to kick out. All right. Okay, I kicked it out right here now. Okay, and it was in the 20s, so this is probably more of that can slaw, but you never know. Must have moved it again. It's on, yeah. All right, where did I move you to? This could be a piece of little foily stuff. Here we go. Come on, here we go. Where'd you go? All right, you're killing me now. All right. That's that case where you reorient the target. Here we go. In this case, I moved it off. It's over here somewhere. And if it's a coin-sized target, the pinpointer works really good, but if it's not, you got to be right on top of it to find it. Wow, look at that. A little piece of brass or something here. Look at that. I don't know what that is. It's got like a little hole in it, like a charm possibly. I don't know, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna put it in the charm dealy canister thing. I repurposed these EpiPen holders right here because they fit in my tool belt. They got these slots where you would put your tools, and I just throw that baby in there, and that keeps everything separated. Then I have another pocket where there's some trash, or a pocket where I put the trash. All right, let's go back over here real quick. Pennies. I'm gonna dig that one up. I'm gonna just do a mulch dig up here, pop it out. I did some detecting up in Oklahoma not too long ago, and I was working these little tot lots and playgrounds and whatnot. There it is. And I noticed there was not much can slaw up there when I was out detecting. Here in Texas, I seem to find a lot more of that. Okay, here's a low 4 right there, low 4. So that's something that's magnetic. It could be a nail, a bobby pin like we found earlier, a rivet, something that rusts, or it could be a bracelet or a necklace, because I found necklace that came in at that tone too. So let me just kick it out. Let's just see. Okay, it's over here now, right? Here somewhere. Okay. All right. Wow, it's still there. Oh, there it is. I think I see it. Is that it? No, still there. No, shoot. I'm hitting the underlayment. Gotta leave it. Bummer. Well, maybe it was a nail. You definitely don't want to go underneath that little fabric layer thing that they put down before they put the mulch down. Okay, let's keep working it. I'm gonna do that initial perimeter search. Okay, hear that tone? Here's that. There's that. There's that. There's a weird tone right there. So I don't know what that is. And when in doubt, dig it. So we'll just use the pinpointer and maybe see if we can locate it. And if not, I'll at least feel good that I attempted to find it, whatever that tone was. Okay, all right. I feel better now. All right. Yeah, there it is again, right there. Holy cow! It sounds like some kind of metal, like low tone, like iron stuff again. Man, I can feel the temperature dropping. That's not good. That usually means that rain's coming. Okay, all right. Let's just keep going. Yeah, I gotta. Oh, look at this pile of mulch underneath. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Keep working it. Okay. I'm not going underneath yet. I want to do a perimeter search first, and then I'll go underneath. And this playground's not too bad. It's got a lot of headroom for yours truly to make it. Okay, I thought I heard something. No, a lot of structure. Yeah, very rarely do I see a wooden made playground set anymore. It's all this metal stuff, metal and plastic. And having this smaller coil does help. Allows me to get closer to the stuff. There we go. Foily stuff right there. Looks like some kind of candy wrapper. But yeah, we'll go in here in a little bit. I just want to go around. Makes it easier for me to remember where I've already searched. Coming up on a slide. Okay. Hoping for another coin. Possibly some jewelry. Okay. There's some geese in the background. Okay, that's all that structure material. I don't know what is that doing there. Is that a hint? Stay around it. It looks wet. I wonder if somebody spilled something there. Let's go around it. I'm definitely not gonna go and mess with it. Okay, I'm underneath the structure now, and I still got to finish the perimeter search. But since I'm here, let's go for it. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining Coil to the Soil. Love that channel name. That sounds awesome, and that's easy to remember. I'll have to check it out. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go finish the perimeter search. Okay, well, let's actually go underneath here real quick. Okay, it's underneath this slide deal. Big slide. That's where we started. Okay, wow, not much there. Let's go to this other one over here. See if I can coax something out of that one. So far, it's just been a penny, and well, slim picking so far, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. All right, look at this. Got a little cool wall looking thing. Best thing I ever found was a Texas A&M Aggie ring with a diamond in it that I returned to the owner within hours of finding it. They had lost it for 8 years, and it was at a park over here in the area. I would say that's my best find to date. Best find this year has been that gold amethyst pendant. What is this thing? I see a shiny thing. It's just a piece of some kind of threading or something. Okay, that's all structure. Okay, and this is one that I haven't detected at all. This is a new spot for me. And because it's a open playground area for kids to play, I was thinking maybe I might find some good stuff here. But I haven't, not yet, just a penny. Penny and a lot of canned slaw. Okay, man, I hit my head. Bummer. Yeah, sometimes I should wear a helmet. All right. At least I was going slow. Whew, put my head on that thing. Ouch. Okay, let's finish the perimeter search. Okay, more structure. Here we go. See, mixed signal. It's got a sharper tone. So let's check that one out. It has a sharper tone than your normal 67. Look at that. Like I was saying, you never know. There we go. Be my friend. Let's see. Looks like broke. Let's see. No, it didn't break. It looks like it just came loose. Yeah. All right, cool. Found it. Had that higher tone too, so that was a telltale that, hey, maybe this might be something good. Be friend. I think it's supposed to be best friend. I found another. He's also in the silver. I don't think it was real silver, but still counts. All right. All right. Yeah, a lot of trash, but we found that. Okay. All right. I'll just add it to the other pile. This is like a little seesaw thing here. So I wonder how they lost it, maybe. Or of course they got this little bar thing here. Maybe they were swinging around it. Who knows? Okay, let's go work it around here. And you can see, or you could hear, I hope, the change in tone. All the other like canned slaw stuff was coming in at a lower tone, or at least a crackly tone. And then that one just came in sharp and jumped up to the high 60s, low 70s. This is the structure itself here. Let's see, just in case, let's check it. Okay, all right, okay. Like I said, these metal playgrounds are a whole different ball game when you're detecting them. And after a while, once you learn your machine, you can get comfortable in getting close to these metal poles and get an understanding or an idea if there's something there or not. But you'll still miss a bunch. You never know. Bottom line, you just got to dig it. All right. Okay, here's a 1819. All right, let's dig that one up. Yeah. And you didn't hear that one come in as crisp as that other one. Right there. That works. All right. Oh, yeah. I always feel better when at least I find, like a little jewelry, although it may be just costume jewelry. I feel better. I did get a lot of deep knee bends in, though. Every time I get down to go search, that's a deep knee bend. And I have this knee pad to help me. I usually go down on my left knee, and then I have this harness on that allows me to show you what I'm doing from a phone and stay engaged with you guys while I'm searching. For the harness, I think I was using a GoPro back then. Okay, but now I just use the phone and just stream direct. And what's nice, I can look down and I can see folks in the chat calling out stuff. That helps. But I do get sidetracked sometimes in the dig, and I may miss a chat or two. So bear with me. What is that? Oh, that's a weird sound. Hear that? That is a weird one. I haven't heard that tone. And let's see what it could be. There it is. More foil, but that was a weird sound. I hadn't heard it kind of give that weird, I don't know, change in tone. All right, let's get up here. But bottom line, when in doubt, dig it. Okay, here we go. This is, again, the main reason why I went to the smaller coil. I'm getting that metal deal here, but right here, I'm still picking up a 70 right here. Okay, my other coil would get mixed up between the metal and what's out here. That allows me to look a little closer, and that's sounding. There it is, right there. Ah, holy cow! That was coming in at a high tone too. I was thinking it was gonna be something good. 70 usually means a dime, but when I searched this one, it was coming in at the high 60, 70, just like that one best friend pendant. But it didn't have the same clear tone like that other one did. But at least I was able to find it up close to this metal stuff. All right. Okay, we've done all the structure and everything. Now what I'll typically do is I'll start working the perimeter area. Okay, and then I'll start working the lanes. I was gonna kind of wing it to see what the weather was gonna do, but it looks like it's holding out. But what I'm wondering about is my phone gonna last? I didn't charge it up all the way. And luckily I've got a power bank, and I also have this wireless lav mic I'm using has the capability to still connect via USB-C port of my Android phone and also connect a power bank to it. Okay, so I'm gonna go and attach that and just make sure I still have power, because I've done it before where I just went way too long and the stream just shuts on me because I just wore out the battery. So let's see if I can charge this on the fly. Okay, let's see, it's on. Just make sure the indicator is on. Okay, all right, I think I'm charging, so let's see if I can get us back in business again. All right, just got to deal with this wire deal off to my side. Let me see if I can move it off a little bit. Okay, there we go. Normally I'll run it underneath my shirt. Maybe I'll do that. Wait, I got the strap. I can put it on this strap and then put it on. All right. Now let's do this. Okay, we'll work the perimeter, and then we'll work I call it the gaps. Okay, and the gap is, there's that one structure here, and then I also had this structure, and I'm gonna work this lane here where I haven't, or gap, lane, whatever you want to call it. I'll work that area. Okay, all right, let's go over here now and just start working the perimeter. And okay, I'm hearing tones, but it's mainly the little iron deal here it's picking up. Okay, getting a low tone here. Huh, let's dig that one. Let's dig it. See if I can adjust this for you. It's kind of, I wasn't clear where it was. All right, let's try it again. It's somewhere here. Okay, all right, I think it was over here. Right here, maybe? It's not registering a target ID now. I may have kicked it around. Okay, or maybe it's deeper. Well, let's take advantage of this mulch and just kick it out. Kick it out. All right, of course, I may be hitting that underlayment pin also. Let's see, okay, it's over here. Very low tone or low muted sound. Okay, all right, come on. All right, now it's over here. I wonder if I'm moving it around. I'm gonna try kicking it out of here. Okay, now it's saying it's over here. Boy, I'm chasing this one like crazy. It's mulch though, so I can kick it around all I want. Just don't go past that underlayment. Man, okay. This is like curiosity killed the cat. You just want to know what it could be. I think I kicked it out. Let's go check it out. Yeah, I did. Holy cow. It's over here. Pretty deep. Let me see. About 6-7 inches. All right, where'd you go? Must be little. Oh, there it is. Ah, I found it. There's a penny. Wow, pretty deep penny. All right, after a little diggy, did a little findy. Nice. Okay, and you can see that I had an initial hit on it and then I lost it. And that's kind of just reorienting the target to the coil. All right, let's continue on with the perimeter search. Okay, 18, 19. Can slaw, let's find it. Let's see, right here. There it is. Little tiny piece of can slaw. Okay, right there. All right, and so when you're using your detector, you can push it around and all that, and you pretty much have to get it right up against the pinpointer for it to register. So sometimes you'll find yourself kind of chasing those little pieces of foil. If it's a coin, you can usually get within 3 inches of it. You'll get a good target sound. What a mess for a penny. It's mulch. I can dig all I want and not get in trouble. Okay, when I'm digging in the grass, well, then we got to get a little fancy and build some plugs and make sure you don't kill the grass. And I'm definitely pinpoint with my little brass pinpointer tool. But here in mulch, dig. The kids come out here and dig like crazy too. You'll see this place at times. I mean, sometimes I'll come to these locations and you'll just see these spots where someone's been playing and they're building up like a mound or something. And you might as well check it out because it may have a some kind of treasure there. Here's a 67, possibly. Okay, so this one I'm getting a 4, which means that iron stuff. But then I'm also getting a 67, 70. So this one where one could be masking the other or something. So let's see if we can sort this out. Okay. Okay, this one sounds like this was the one where I think I was getting more of the 4 sound, lower target. I already moved it. Where'd it go? Man, did I move it? Let's try it again. Trying to locate that low tone. Okay, right over here. Okay, now there it is, right there. All right, so there's that low tone. Okay, now let's find out what that higher tone was, or higher target ID. About here. Yeah, right about there. Let's go dig this one up. I'm gonna pop it out. Do some more of this mulch diggy. That other one was pretty deep. I don't know about this one. It says it was deep, but you never know. Okay, yeah, right down there. This could be another one of those deep coins. Okay, let's move the mulch over. And this is all mulch. And what's cool about this one is this is pretty deep mulch. They put a good layer on it. Okay, it's over here now. Sounds like it's over here. Okay, all right. Let's check it again. Okay, I think I have an idea. I think it's over here, higher up in the mulch. I'm gonna start kicking everything out. Okay. All right, let's see if I moved it. Yeah, it's over here now. Okay, let's see what this guy could be. All right, there it is. Nice shiny, not shiny, penny. Yep, another messy spot for a penny. Like I was saying, it's mulch. You just cover it up. A day or two, this thing's gonna be, don't even know I'm here. Plus, it's going to rain on us. So supposedly, I mean, look at the sun now. The sun's out. That's what I was saying about 20% chance of rain. 20 usually means just go ahead and go and do what you're going to do. What was throwing me initially was we had that mist going. But luckily, this thing can handle, I think, 30 something degree, 30 something feet underwater, 33, 36, all over the place. Yeah, 30s, so it could mean trash again, but we're gonna dig it. Oh, there it is, right there, little piece of wire. Okay, gold. That'd be cool to find some gold. So far, I've found the gold bracelet and the gold ring with this thing, but that was a couple years back. So far this year, I've not gotten a gold ring or something, but I did get that gold and amethyst pendant with diamonds in it. Okay, let's keep going. Bottom line, you just got to get out there and dig. Search, dig, get out there and see what you can find. And have a good machine makes life a lot easier. All right, and so far this perimeter search has gotten a dime, or not a dime, 2 pennies. I see it. Surface find, can slaw, big metal piece of can slaw there. All right, let's continue on. All right. Okay, so once I get done with the perimeter, I'm gonna work the lanes or the gaps between the structures that I had already searched. And I think at that point, I'll call it. Okay, look at these little hoop things. I don't know what they use them for. Like maybe made of plastic. Wonder if it's like horseshoes, but I don't see a horseshoe thingy. Several of them out here though, little hoops. Gotta throw it maybe. Oh well. I was at this other playground. Has this cool zip line feature that you can sit on. I admit, I went on it and I had fun with it. It was fun. You kind of just jump on it and push off the one platform and you go to the other platform. That was fun. Okay, right there. Can slaw right on top. Foily stuff. The foily stuff. Nice. Okay, it's a fairly good sized perimeter. Holy cow. It's basically like 3 playgrounds in one. There is another playground here back behind the school, but the gates are locked, so bummer. I wonder if maybe that one's used a lot more than this one. Of course, this is right next to the school too, and it's got a soccer field and a whole bunch of other stuff that could mean a lot of high traffic, because that's really what you need is places with high traffic. Right there. Right there. Can slaw. Foily stuff. Candy wrapper. Pull tab. I tell you what, that's what you find when you take up this hobby, at least in the places I go. There's low 4s. Okay, that could mean, oh, I even see it right here. Could mean that right there, little piece of wire. Okay, all right, let's continue on. All right, what is that? 25. Pretty much I'm digging everything, mainly because I found out that gold as well as some jewelry come in at those low numbers, and they're getting masked by all this can slaw stuff. Aluminums. There it is right here. Look at that thing. Little tiny piece of metal. Holy cow, that's tiny. All right. Well, it found it. Yep, it found it. Let's see. All right. Let's come back around. Here we go. No. Okay. Of course, I just said I'm digging up everything. I'm going to skip that one. Okay. All right. Continue working the perimeter, coming up on the end of search by the perimeter here. That one sounds close to the surface, even though it's indicating it's deeper. Let's see where it could be. There it is. All right. Very small piece there. Can slaw. It's a playground. Correct, it is. It's a playground. I'm early when no one else is here. I also had the threat of potential rain, so I got the whole place to myself. Unfortunately, all I've gotten is a few pennies and that one best friend something, and this kind of brass looking kind of charm thing or something. I'm not even sure if it's really a charm, but I'm gonna call it that because it had a little connection round thing that looks like you can hang it up on a charm bracelet. Here we go. What is this? Ah, yes, I see it. A pencil eraser tip. All right, we'll add that to the trash pile. All right, definitely getting some deep knee bends in. Another 29.30, right about here. Let's check that out. Come on, where were you? Right about there. I see it. I see it. I found it. More can slaw. Right there. Yeah, get started melee technique. You're gonna meet a lot of these guys right there. Okay, all right. I think we're almost to the end of the perimeter search, and now I can work the lanes. I think I went pretty much right about here. Yeah. All right. Pretty good size. Let me show you. Pretty good size playground. Made it all the way around. did these structures, several swing sets, and really just got a few coins. So been a rough one. But now I'm going to work the perimeter, or not the perimeter, but these lanes here between the structures, and let's see if maybe I can coax a coin or two out of there. All right. Let me just adjust my strap here. Okay. All right. Let's work the lanes. Okay. So I'll initially start out by the swings, work that area, and then I'll do the perimeter of the playground set as well as go underneath them. And then I'll start working the outside perimeter. And then after that, I'll close everything out with working the lanes is what I call it, or the gaps. And that's the area that I missed between all those other searches. Kind of keep to that routine helps me make sure that I'm not missing anything, as well as not double counting something or double searching something. Okay. And usually at the tail end of one of these, I'll actually start going faster. 60s, that's a good sign. It could be a penny. All right, let's see if I can locate it. Where'd you go? Maybe I should have pinpointed it better with the machine first. Let's try it. Right about there. All right, I'm gonna pop it out. I'm gonna pop it out. Just do this number here, pop it out. And let's see if it's another one of these deep pennies again. All these pennies have been like 6 inches deep, seems like. All right, I'm getting an indication of something here. Wow, all right. I gotta be careful here. I may be getting close to that underlayment pin, or the underlayment. All right, all right, let's check it. See if I cooked it out. Cross my fingers. Oh yeah, I did. Right here on top. Okay, potential penny alert. Let's see. You guys see that? There it is. Definitely kicked that penny out. It's a penny, isn't it? I think. Yeah, it's a penny. All right, penny it is. All of them seem to be deep, so these aren't recent losses, maybe. Okay, check. Sound check. Can y'all hear me? Hopefully. I had to switch microphones. It looks like one may. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for calling it out. Yeah, I had to switch microphones. The battery went dead on the one, so that's kind of a good thing having this lab mic. I can swap in midstream and still get reconnected. I just won't be able to know if I'm offline. So bummer. I think I may have called out a few things while I was searching. So thanks for calling it out. Harold Stacy. Cool. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm working the gaps, trying to find some more coins. And let's see. So far it's been pennies. And then I did get that little right here, this deal here. Let me see if I can show you. Okay. I got this little charm looking thing right here. And then I got this best friend bracelet or necklace thing or something. Yeah, a lot of park, a lot of playground. But yeah, now I'm just kind of working the gaps, seeing if I can eke out another coinage or something. Okay, here's a iron sound. Let's go dig it. Wait a minute. Actually, I see it right on top. It looks like it's some kind of clip or something. Yeah, it looks like it's some kind of clip thing or something. Yeah, came off or something. All right, I'll just add that to the pile. All right, maybe there's another piece to it here. Let's go check that out. Okay. No, let's see if I can find it. Must have been a surface one. Yeah, it's over here now. I'm all over the place on this one. Oh, there it is. Holy cow, that is tiny. Oh my God, look at that. Man, that was tiny. Looks like, I don't know what that is. Maybe someone's earring, little dove earring thing. It looks like a bird. Wow. Well, that was painful to find, but I found it. Let's see, sister bought me a metal detector for Christmas. I'm in Indiana. She lives in Kentucky. I haven't made it yet there yet. Can't wait to start. I'll tell you what, sure is fun. And when you do get a new detector, test it out. You definitely want to test it out, get some different coins and whatnot, and see what the target ID registers back, or at least the tone if you don't have a target ID. Like right here is 29, 28, 26. That could be some more of that foily stuff, or it could be something good. With the Nocta, you pretty much just got to dig it to find it and make sure it's still there, or what it is. Other times you can call it out pretty readily. There it is. Okay, like for coins, what I've noticed with this machine is a penny comes in the 60s, sometimes low set. A dime or a nickel comes in the 35s, 40. And then a dime comes in at the 70s. And then a quarter comes in at 90, 91. And it has been pretty consistent with this machine. When it comes to silver, it'll be more on the higher end, 40s, 50s, and higher. Gold is all over the place, but like a 10-karat gold band on my hand here, that comes in at 47 consistently. And then that little gold amethyst thing that I found, there's a pull tab. Yep. That gold amethyst pendant deal, that came in at the 47s, 48. So that one's likely worth something. Okay, can't tell you what that Aggie ring that I found with the diamond in it came in at. It was just a high tone, and I was using my older machine that doesn't have a visual ID. Right here, that visual ID. All right, so we worked this gap and found a little dove-like earring. 48, 50. No, it's jumping though. All right, let's dig it. It's jumping. It sounded deeper. Let me grab the dealie here and knock it out. Okay, further down. All right, now let's use the pinpointer. See if we can get it to pop right here, right there. Okay, somewhere in here. Yes, look at that. Jumpy sound. All right, so don't get frustrated when you get started. You're gonna find a lot of this trash stuff, okay? But bottom line, there is the occasional good find. Oh, I gotta work this one gap here between these two structures. I think I got a couple more gaps to check. And then I think at that point, we'll have searched the entire playground. Okay, here's a low tone, potential nail. Let's find it. Low tone, potential nail, potential wire. Oh, and it could be also a bracelet thing. This is now the second time I've gotten a low tone. Look at that, low tone. That's why I started digging everything. It looks like, no, it didn't break. It looks like it just came undone. Look at this. Look at this. Woo! Yeah, that's why I started digging up the fours, because a lot of times I was just thinking it was nails and stuff, but looks like in this occasion, this one's going to be a little charm bracelet dealie. All right, yeah, all right. Work the gaps, man. Work the gaps. Holy cow. Oh, yeah, nice. Okay. So while I was talking about working the gaps, I did the structure, perimeter searches near the swings, the main playground area, the whole playground itself. And then what's left are these areas in here that right here between these structures that I haven't searched yet. I'm saving that for last. And usually I work those faster because I'm getting kind of tired right now. I think we started it an hour and a half ago. Oh, wow. Doing this an hour and a half. Looks like I still got good battery. I ended up wearing down the microphone battery. That's funny. All right, I picked up that term from another YouTuber. He was talking about that aluminum stuff that gets all squished up in mulch, and he was calling it can slaw, which is I think it's pretty funny. I like that term, so I started using it. All right, yes, it was back in here. Okay, let's pop it. Let's pop it. Okay. Yeah, so ever since I started picking up stuff at the fours, that low tone level, I started digging them. There we go. Okay, and so far it's been 2 decent finds, a necklace as well as this little charm bracelet now in the fours, which usually before was a rusty nail typically, or pieces of wire. Okay, and then I started digging up the 20s because I picked up an earring at 1920 on the Target ID. And then I saw another YouTuber do a demo on this, talking about how he finds gold with it, but it's all over the place. So I was like, oh man, I'm like, I better start digging. All right, this one sounded right about here. So I'm just gonna, there it is right there. Pop it up and get some more of this foily stuff. All right, let's turn it around, work this gap. I think I got one more pass of this gap, and then I can, here's some foil. Right there, foily stuff there. Okay, let's just move on down. What was that? I heard something. Ooh, 40s. I've been disappointed so far. Let's see what happens. Right by the slides, working the gap. Oh, look at that. Another earring. Look at that. Looks like the gaps are working good for me today. All right, it even has some writing on it. I can't read that from here. Holy cow, that's tiny. All right, that goes into the I found it, I got it pile. All right, the gaps are good today. All right, and like I was saying, the gaps are basically the lanes and spacing or areas that I have not detected after doing the perimeter searches around this dealie. There's a small gap here I need to check. Okay, small gap. All right, and I'm just gonna work it back and forth. What was that? More potential can slaw. Oh, right there, right on top. Can slaw. All right, arrowhead hunt, and ginseng hunt. Start meditating. Cool. It's addictive. It's addictive, I'll tell you what. But I don't have that many machines. I've got an old 1225X Fisher. Got a Radio Shack metal detector. Paid like 19 bucks for it. And then I got this one. And I mainly use this one now because I like the ability to recharge the battery instead of having to go out and get some more 9 volts each round. Even though 9-volt battery on that 1225X would last a while, even without headphones, it would happen about the most inopportune moment when I'd start having some issues. And I knew I'm going to start having issues is when I wasn't picking up some solid hits I normally would. So probably been some occasions where I've gone out and detected an area and missed a bunch because my battery was low. So this one seems to be pretty good. All right, it is addictive. All right, last gap right here, and we'll finish that out. And looks like the clouds are coming in again, so maybe the metal detecting gods are saying Zeke, aka Glenn. That's my name. I just go by Zeke for this channel because I think it's a cool name. I picked it up from a buddy of mine when I was in the service. He called himself Zeke Rutledge, and it's a fake name he would use. And I just thought it was a cool name, so I just call this Zeke's Metal Detecting Finds because I do have another channel. It's about fishing, average angler life, and those are my two hobbies. I have fishing as well as dirt fishing, metal detecting. Potential can slaw. Oh, I see it right there. All right. So you pretty much dig up all these because eventually you're going to come back to the place and start digging again, and might as well go ahead and pick it up. Plus, sometimes it's a good find. I got my knee pads on, so definitely get my deep knee bends in. I probably did 100 deep knee bends. The amount of times I've had to get up and down here to search a target. These potential pull tab or can slaw. Let's find it. I may have to kick it out. Let's kick it out. Mulch is awesome. Grass, you just got to be more meticulous and make sure you leave no trace. I got good at it way back in the day, but it just takes too much time. It's a pull tab. Right there. It just takes too much time sometimes to get a complete search in. And you definitely want to pinpoint a lot more accurately because you don't want to tear up the lawn, the sod, the whatever. Okay. These areas that I hunt, there's no ordinance saying I can't metal detect. The only thing it says you can't damage the park grounds. So if you stay on the playground, all you're doing is damaging the mulch, and guess what? They don't care about the mulch. No complaints there. I've had the sheriff's department stop by and say howdy. Today, just earlier, the city police just drove by and waved at me. Bottom line, as long as you don't bother anyone, you're good to go, and there's no ordinance preventing me from detecting here. Okay. The other thing is, you'll see me out with a trowel. I hear a simple garden trowel. There's other ones with the little blade, serrated blade, looks like a knife, that you use for cutting sod. Well, you don't need that for mulch. And this just looks like I'm out gardening. So you never really get bothered. And then once in a while, there's some, like especially at night, you get some shady characters, usually some younger folks out having fun. They'll usually have to say a howdy or trying to figure out what you're doing, and then they find out I'm streaming live and they kind of stay quiet after that because apparently I guess if you know you're getting streamed live, people tend to act a little bit differently, so that helps. Okay, here's another potential pull tab, nickel ring. What can it be today? It'll probably be a pull tab. Yeah, at least I can call it still, huh? Where are you located? I'm watching from eastern Pennsylvania. I'm in Texas, just north of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, North Texas area. And I am, temperatures, I'm in shorts right now. Real comfortable day, a little humid though. And there is the potential for rain here in the next few days. And I'm out here just having a little fun, trying to find some coinage or two. In this case, it was 4 pennies so far. And crackly noise. I think I actually see it. Yeah, foily stuff. And then she found some earrings, 2 earrings, necklace, and then some kind of charm thing, and then some kind of charm bracelet thing. So, and at this point, I'm just kind of working the gaps between what I've searched already and what trash. And then at that point, I'm probably going to call it here. All right. Ah, man, definitely relaxing hunt this morning, and all made the better, finding a few coins as well as some of that jewelry. Me likes. Who knows? Maybe I might do some fishing later on if the weather clears up. 23. Oh, I see it. Barely under the surface. More of that can slaw. Right there. I almost got it. Fishing time. Oh, yeah. We're dirt fishing here, but I may do a little fishy later. I keep my emergency fishing gear in my pickup truck, along with my emergency metal detecting gear, which is that old Radio Shack metal detector. I leave that one in the pickup truck because I don't worry about 100+ degree temperatures in the pickup truck in the summer, because that's an old analog detector. This one has that liquid crystal display dealie, so I don't want to have any high heat damage to it. That Radio Shack, yeah, I'll beat that one up. Just got to remember how to use it, because it is one that has a tone all the time. It has a constant sound, and then when you pick up something, it'll kick all the way to the left or right on the meter. Okay, an emergency beer in that truck. That's right. You gotta have priorities. I like it. I am a lover of brewskis and wine skis and licorice. You know. All right. Okay. Let me go to the little shade thing over here. And normally I just kind of shut down the stream, but I think since I do have time, and let me just give you a quick rundown on the trash I found as well as what I found, and we can guesstimate how many deep knee bends I did today. All right, so knock the Macro Simplex Plus. I've got 2 bars now showing, so when I take it home, I'm gonna plug it in over here and charge it up again, get it up to 5 bars, and then let's see. Let me go ahead and turn it off, and then all right, and I'll collapse this so it's easy transport right there. This is meant to also go underwater and do underwater metal detecting. It's not bad for the price. I paid $259 for this baby. All right. And then I use this tool belt that I repurposed as a metal detecting belt. All right. So right here, it's a leather belt that I've connected this light, because when I detect at night, I'll use this, and it stays around my waist, and I'm able to stay hands-free and do everything I need. I got an extra flashlight here. Got the Garrett Pro pointer that fits into this deal here, and then I have a little metal pro pointer or pin pointer, and I put all the trash in here, right here. And then I've got this baby here, little trowel, Cutco garden trowel, and then I have one of these AWP knee pads because I drop down on my knee a lot. And then I repurposed these EpiPen holders to put in my treasure, and that's the treasure today. For now, let's see. Let's see how many deep knee bends I did today. Okay. Oh man, there's a bunch of trash today. Let's see. $250. Yeah, I paid $259. I did buy the aftermarket SP24 coil right here. That was another $100, but I still have the decoil, and the decoil was working fine. I was finding some good stuff that way, but someone had said get the smaller coil and you can get up close and personal to the middle poles and sidewalk areas, and I did that and immediately started finding stuff that I missed previously. All right, so look at that. That's the trash, and that's just rough guesstimate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, about 50 deep knee bends. I said 100, but hey, there's sometimes I've been down and didn't get anything at all. So basically, I got a little workout in. Nothing wrong with a little workout. So you can use the excuse of you didn't get anything, but you got a decent workout in. And technically, I could probably work around this whole area here. Just got to be more careful around the grass area when I dig. But I prefer mainly just staying in the playground area here. All right. So let me go ahead and show you today's finds. Let's see. So I think it was 4 pennies. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 pennies. And then got this little clippy clip. I don't know what it's for. It looks like it was for something. I got these 2 earrings here, there, and then this little dub looking one, and then this kind of charm looking thing. right there. And then got this bracelet, came in at 4. Okay, so that's the reason why I started digging these up on those low tones. And then this one came in at a higher number, 60, 70. Right. B friend, so best friends, probably the best friends forever little charm thing. And then, and it's not broken. It just looks like it may have just slipped off when the person was playing. All right, well, that is all for this round. Appreciate you guys joining me today. And hey, stay tuned. I plan on doing more of these. All right. Next time, I'll catch y'all later, and happy hunting. Take care.